Welcome to the Greenway with Mac, a channel that celebrates the greenways of the world. In this video, I'm going to show you what it is like to ride on the Aviation Bikeway. Derek and I joined it near South Kino Parkway and are headed north to downtown Tucson. The route should be completely separated from traffic, but you'll see at the end that one of the key landmarks on this trail was being worked on, so we had to cross one major road. We arrived at the trail from the Julian Wash Greenway, a route that was not super fun because we spent more time than I'd like riding in the street or on the sidewalks. But the shape of our ride allowed us to make a loop, not the loop, but a 12-mile loop that gave us a nice sampling of riding experiences. This includes protected bike lanes, off-street trails, and a little bit of on-street riding. I really enjoyed this section on the Aviation Bikeway. The dedicated right-of-way and the infrastructure built to support the bikeway were fantastic, which makes this a great all-ages path. It's useful because it connects downtown with a neighborhood a few miles away. The bikeway continues southeast another 8 miles past Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, so this could be a fun way for people at the base to get downtown. In addition, the bikeway connects to the Julian Wash and Palo Verde Greenway at South Palo Verde Road, which provides access to the Kino Sports Complex. In hindsight, this is what we should have done so that we didn't have to ride in the street. But if you want to see that experience, here's a card for that video that shows how we got here. This video ends in downtown Tucson and in a location where they are finishing up a major construction project. The Downtown Links project has a little bit for everyone as it is separating the many forms of transportation. Car traffic has been moved below grade, allowing trains to remain separated at grade. Bikes and pedestrians will benefit from some new bridges and underpasses that keep them safely separated from both vehicles and trains. Local officials have promised that the third phase of the project will be completed by the end of this year. For drivers, this connects the newly completed Barraza Aviation Parkway to Interstate 10. The project has been in the planning and construction stages for about 20 years, so I can imagine that locals will be relieved that this mess should be completed soon, so they can simply focus on enjoying this area. Just up ahead is Rattlesnake Bridge, which spans Broadway Boulevard. The span opened in 2002 and is just under 300 feet long. We arrive on the tail side and exit through its mouth. The tail is supposed to rattle as we pass by, and the eyes on the opposite side light up red at night. The bridge was designed by a local artist named Simon Donovan, and I've included a link to his other work below. Unfortunately, they were doing maintenance during my visit, so I was unable to observe either of those features. The bridge's facelift started on March 10, 2025, and they say it will finish a few months later in mid-June. I had trouble learning what they were doing to improve the bridge, and nearly all articles led with the traffic delays and disruptions without mentioning the impact on walkers and bikers, which would be to the surprise of pretty much nobody watching this video. I suppose the silver lining to my poorly timed visit is that I can show you the detour. You will stay to the right along Broadway and cross at Euclid Avenue. When I recorded this video, I started near the Big Tire, which is where this bikeway currently ends. Continue straight to see the new bridges and the newest sections of Bikeway. And if it's hot, be sure to ride through the Big Tire for a refreshing surprise. I was legit surprised by it when I was exploring, but you don't have to be. We broke off the bikeway here to return the bike and grab a coffee. This trip ends at 4th Avenue, which is one of the main commercial areas and is a part of the streetcar's route. If you're visiting from out of town, you'll definitely want to spend a little time here exploring. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next great bike route. Thanks for coming along. I'll see you on the next Bikeway.